it started raining halfway through the job, so that's okay. We came underneath the carport, and now I hope you can hear me. And now we're gonna try and get this piston out of the caliper. We're gonna take this rubber off and expose the piston underneath, which is totally rusted. As you can see, it's going to be a nightmare to get out. There's a little metal clip in here that has to get removed. Alright, with enough messing around with the pick, and I went and got a smaller flathead, I was able to eventually pry out this little metal spring in here, which is the last of what holds the boot on that covers this piston. So now we can work on getting this piston out, which is that's the hard part. One quick thing. I used these Craftsman screwdrivers right here because I used to have a whole set of snap-on screwdrivers, but whenever you buy Snap-on, you might as well put a big red light on it that says "Steel Me," which is I only got this screwdriver left out of the full set that I bought for like 200 bucks. I wonder what happened to those co-workers I used to work with. Well, there is a God, and He allowed this to come out, but look at how rusty that is. So we're gonna have to clean all this, and we need to take out this little rubber seal right in here. Look, right there, I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna take that out and put a new one in. This guy, we're gonna clean all this right here. It's got some pretty severe pitting in it, but it's gonna have to work because I don't have another one. We're gonna clean this up too. All right, I brought this out. I brought the flashlight out so you can see a little better. It's fairly clean, but this is a piece of cast. And it will rust, and it's going to have a service life too. I cleaned this up as good as I can, but it's still pitted pretty badly. But hopefully it'll work good enough for right now. Let me tell you why this pick is the important tool to have to do this job. Yes, this #1 Phillips head screwdriver does a good job for cleaning this out right here, these edges. But to cut up underneath here, this part right here, you need to get the pick in there and clean all that out, and this one too. This is where the seal sits for the piston. This boot on the outside is just like a dust or weather boot. There's no fluid inside of it. If there's fluid inside it, the seal is leaking, which I'm going to keep my eye on the fluid level on the truck to see if I'm losing the fluid because of the pitting on this piston right here. But we're going to assemble it, and then hopefully it'll quit raining long enough that I can put it on the truck. Okay, your rebuild kit right here for the caliper. All right, when you install this seal right here in your caliper housing, it comes with a little packet of grease to make the piston slide in there a little easier. Now, I don't know if this is special grease, but this is the one we're going to use because that's the one it has. We're just going to lube her up with the grease all the way around. especially down here at the bottom where it's going to hit first. We're going to put some on the O-ring. Or seal. We're going to attempt to put her in. Now you can use whatever you want to get this piston in, but I found that the C-clamp thing works the best. You can try squeezing with your hand, it'll work. You try tapping it with the hammer, it'll work. But this is smooth, goes in smooth with the C-clamp. Once you get the piston in and started, you don't want to push it in all the way. Not yet, because you have to put this dust boot on. And to do that, you have to do it this side, to where this little piece right here is sticking out like this. So it goes on like this. This part goes in here. Once you get the boot totally in, it should look like that. Now you're going to take this retaining pin or wire or whatever you want to call it, you're going to stick it down in here. Alright, that's there. Got to check it all the way around to make sure it's in there. Now you can take your C-clamp and run that piston all the way in, like this. All the way in. Well, this is how it should look once you get all the rubber in there and that little spring and the piston is compressed. Okay, take your caliper and your bolt, just get her in there. There's a little relief on the caliper where the line is supposed to sit. So you get it in there like that. Make sure both the washers are on there, otherwise it won't seal. Get it like that. Just tighten it down a little bit. There we go. Now it's not going to leak. We're going to put our garbage bowl there. Give this a quick spray. And we can put this out of the way. We're going to put this up here. And we're going to put this up here like this. Take the line mount out. Just get it through a little bit. Hopefully these will line up. Maybe not. Can't believe it, it went in. Take your other bolt, 22 millimeter, run it through right there. You take your 22 millimeter and tighten these up. I mean tighten them too. not just a little bit. Whoops. All right, that's looking good. Now you can put your pads in. There it is. Now you can put your rotor on, or your caliper. But we're gonna give her one more spray here because I don't like that. If I have any left. We need to clean this and lube this with what's this? And we're gonna replace that too. So we gotta clean that. I like using these little abrasive pads. These are made by 3M. They're really good. They're 150 grit, and you can just get around them like this. Whoops. Take some grease. Grease the hell out of it. Okay, once you get your caliper mount on and your pads in, you can mount the caliper. So you come up here, spin it like that, put her down. Find the hole. Looks like it's there. Then you take your 14mm and run it down. That's good right there. That's torque. We're gonna check that. We'll take our 17mm wrench and just make sure that's tight. It is. I know those 22s are tight. This is good. That's looking good. So now we need to bleed the brakes. Okay, we got her done. Everything's new. Spins good. The caliper totally rebuilt and replaced. All the little rubber parts. New rotor. What do you think? Yeah. Hey, me too. I'm happy it's over with. Only got one more side to do. So, if I see any problems, I'll add it to this video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Well done.
Thank you.